Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching us from. We always greet people, whether it's morning or afternoon, because we are global. It's evening where I am, but it's morning where Sister Davina is, and it's already Thursday when it's still Wednesday where I am. That's how global we are. The topic for today is what I had to give up. What sacrifices I did to make or to create a better future. But before we jump into our topic for today, I will introduce myself. And my name is Sita. I am a mom. I'm a nan as well. I live here in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe. I am a nurse by profession and also a proud digital business owner. Wow, this topic got me thinking. When my business partner mentioned it, I had to think. I said, what did I sacrifice? Because sometimes you can't just think just like that. And it came to my mind that, you know what, I had to leave my own country, something that I knew from birth until my adulthood. I had to give that up to go and start all over again. That was really massive because can you imagine having to give up your own language to go to another country where you have to learn to speak in another language all the time because the community there will not understand your language. So you have to adapt to other people's languages. And that is what I did. And before I started thinking about this language, I started, you know, finding work, and I was thinking, where am I going to work? What sort of language will I speak? Will I be able to continuously speak English? That was a challenge because in school we only spoke languages when we are in language classrooms. If we are in my native language, we speak that language, but all the time we'll be walking around speaking our native language. And English, we only spoke English when we're in English lesson, when we're doing a maths lesson, geography, history, you name it. The languages that we couldn't communicate in my own language. And that was hard. And as we got used to be in this country, I got used to the language and it was no longer a struggle. But before, I used to think in my own language and then translate it in English, thinking, okay, this word, what will they say it in English? But now it just automatically comes. So I managed to get a job as a support worker. From then, I trained to be a nurse and I managed to pass my nursing career with flying colors, which was amazing for me. And I have been working as a nurse nearly for 30 years now, which is why also it has pushed me to try and shift from that nursing career to start something different because I have been feeling tired of being tired. Not that I don't like my job, don't get me wrong. I love my job, but as we get older, sometimes you feel tired and the motivation is no longer the same as it was 30 years ago. I am slowing down now. So I decided to look for something to supplement my income, something that I could do in the comfort of my own home. And this business popped up. And here I am now. I'm not really giving up my nursing career. At the moment, I'm taking it both. I am still a nurse and also driving forward, building my business. Later on, I will have to eventually give up my nursing career. But I had to sacrifice quite a lot of things for my own benefit and my own family because I was missing a lot of time with my family following my nursing career. As you all know, nurses, we work so long hours, 8-hour shift, 12-hour shift. That was another sacrifice. sacrificing my own job, leaving my family, sacrificing being with my family to do my job. That was too much for me, which is why I ended up doing this that I'm doing, which has managed to make me be available for my work, working as normal as anyone you can think, no longer excessively, because now I have options and I also have a choice. But before, I didn't have choice because my bills needed to be paid. If I didn't work harder, so many hours, I would struggle end of the month. But now I've got both careers bringing income in. That's why I've got my peace of mind. So before I can take everything on or talk about everything and anything about my sacrifices that I have made to be where I am today, I will pass it over to business partner, Sister Girl, to share what she has sacrificed to be where she is today.
Thank you so much, Star. My name is Christigel Zanele Makwalo. I come from Lower Guelo. I'm a nurse by profession. I came here a few years ago after sacrificing, it's all about sacrifice. You cannot do it without any sacrifice. So I have 3 children, and I moved with my family here in England as a nurse. And I'm currently also a business owner in this business. So moving here was an opportunity that came, and we sacrificed everything, like Sister has said. After that, when I moved into this country, after realizing that things were not balancing up, financially, and the flexibility, and spending time with family, traveling, everything is all limited. I did not have a time. I did not have anything, so I had to sacrifice something. I had to give up other things so that I start my own business. So before I started, I had to think twice, because I was comfortable in my zone. Sometimes you get comfortable when you know that today's payday and the money has gone. You get so comfortable with that environment, that it comes and goes anyway. That's it. That's life. That's how it is here where we live. So I was comfortable in that area. So when I realized that, I needed to do something, I had to come out of my comfort zone. I sacrificed quite a lot of things. I sacrificed my time and to make sure that I work towards this business. Time, sometimes people say we have no time, we are always busy, but I had to make sure I put aside time to do my training, time to do my business. And now I'm traveling all over the world, because of this business. It's so interesting, if you sacrifice a bit and then you see and you start enjoying the sacrifice of what you have done. Apart from that, finances, financially, like I said, that I had nothing. Sometimes you sacrificing from, when you get a credit card, to sacrifice yourself so that you start a business. You are starting a business from zero, and then you borrow again to start a business. That is all sacrifice. And then you start working hard to pay all those things, but knowing that you are doing something that is gonna be with your name. You want to build a legacy for your family. So that's all sacrifice, really. So there are so many things that I've sacrificed with this business. Sometimes you sacrifice relations because people do not understand you when you are starting this business. People think, she has come again, she's a scammer, she's this, she's that. You just swallow your pride and know that those people, they are not going to pay your bills, they're not going to do anything up until they come on board. That's when they realize that, I'm not, you are not scamming anyone. You are just doing an online business, a business which is different from everyone else. So it's you lose friends, you lose family, you lose, everyone else, next of kin, those who are close to you. They run away from you, not because they don't like you, but because they are scared, or they are scared to be related to you in terms of this business, because they think you are scamming people. So those are the things that we lose as we go in business, really, in life. So before I finish everything, I will leave some points for Davina to say out, because most of the things they are related as far as businesses are concerned. Thank you so much, Star.
Thank you so much, Sister Sita and Christabel. Bula, everyone. My name is Davina, and I'm from the beautiful islands of Fiji, currently based in New Zealand. By choice, I'm a mentor. By profession, I'm a finance professional with plus 20 years of experience. And in today's session, we are talking about what we had sacrificed in our life. Well, personally, I would talk about a little bit in terms of my journey, my experience, and bring it to the business. I've seen that not having a support system of a father, you are more vulnerable and you need to build something. So I noticed that till now at this age where I am, I'll be a little bit truth said here. I'm single. The reason why I'm single is because I did not know if I had a plus one, will they ever support me? I sacrificed all my time so that my family could have a better life. Wherever I moved, I provided for them the income, the 9 to 5. Finances were not enough for me, but still I kept pushing all through my challenges. Now I've come to a point where I've realized that challenges is growth. I understood quite a bit of my own experiences, learned from my own mistakes, but I always gave back. In terms of this business now, looking at it, we at the starting feel that we do not see growth, we do not see anything. The small steps we take and the small habits we have towards our business, like taking 30 minutes in your break time, in your day-to-day routine, those are small chunk of times you are taking, and your time from your other commitments you're building onto something like Krista Girl has mentioned in terms of a legacy, because at the end of the day, you can carry this business with you and your loved ones as well. So, this is something that you pass on. You want to leave and you want to create that generational wealth for not only for yourself but for your loved ones. But in the start, when you start anything, remember this: you sacrifice your time, effort, energy in terms of learning. Also, remember, whenever you do anything, learning should be the primary element, even if it's your 9 to 5 job, or even if you're doing a business, whatever you're doing, learning is the primary thing, a vital thing that you need to understand, that you have to have every single day. If you're willing to learn, if you're coachable, then this is something meant for you. This is an opportunity you may want to search and connect, because we don't like we come onto the online space to educate and inspire people. We do our business as normal, but we use our time to create that awareness, that brand, that there is options. I know people working, moving from countries, being immigrants, being away from home, from loved ones, like we mentioned. We all sacrifice something. But the thing is, if you are looking for extra money, then what are you willing to do? Are you willing to put more time into a business? Are you willing to learn? If so, connect with any one of us. Our websites are there. You have to make time to learn and understand. If you make assumptions, that kills the whole beauty of everything in life. Assumptions kills everything. So do not create assumptions. Also, find your answers yourself, connect with the right people, surround yourself with good. We have a global community of more than 275,000 plus business owners. Most of them are successful. Once you see their journey, hear their stories, they are simple people just like us, but who gives you the key strategies in terms of growth, how you can be successful. But you have to come with a growth mind, learning mindset. So that is it from my side. I give it back to Sita, and over to you.
Thank you so much, ladies. As you have heard, these ladies, we all had to sacrifice something to be where we are. Without sacrifices, you cannot get anywhere. You will stay where you are, your situation will never end. And people who are doing business, it's not because they've got a lot of money, but they sacrificed something to be able to do something. As you all heard Sister Christabel saying she had to take credit cards to start something, borrowing money that she didn't have because she wanted to achieve something. If you are really serious that you want to do something for yourself, your family, that you leave behind for your children to build that legacy, some sacrifices have to be made. Thank you so much, those who are watching us live and those who are going to watch a replay. As Sister Vina said, if you have got any questions and you would like to know more information about what we're doing, connect with one of us wherever you saw this live playing. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.